Hi, I'm Jarrett Glass, and welcome to Cabarrus This Week. We've heard how COVID-19 is affecting operations around the county, from mom and pop shops to large retailers, from daycares to our 2 county school systems, from local farmer markets to your favorite restaurants. But some businesses are actually thriving in this difficult time. Mike Smith, owner of Big Oak Farm, spoke with us about the benefit of a partnership with North Carolina's Cooperative Extension and how the COVID pandemic has actually been a boon to his business.
Our family farm goes back we're approaching 200 years. Over time it's transitioned, tried to make good utilization of it. Talked to Cabarrus County Cooperative Extension and they said you ought to consider doing beef cattle, and so that's really where we got our start.
We typically get responses from farmers in 2 different ways. So one, someone who is interested in farming and doesn't have land and is wanting to start from scratch will call our office, and we typically refer them to sign up through our farm school program, which happens annually. It's a 6-week program, very intensive to teach the business side of how things work in farming. The second way we get in touch with folks is people who already have land. They maybe have been farming for many years or have inherited a farm and they need to know what to do. And so we literally come on site and provide technical assistance by looking around, seeing what their expertise is, what the land will work with, kind of what the market's looking like.
We really expected to be impacted a lot worse than we have been by the virus. It's improved it. We've just had more people that are coming to buy our products, which is very surprising to me. You know, when I talk to my customers, what they're telling me is, you know, 1, they want to know where their food comes from. 2, my product is a more affordable price than what they're seeing in the store.
You could buy that directly from our farmers or through our local farmers markets. So we have several farms that actually sell on site, and we have several farms that don't sell on site, but they actually sell through other stands, like at the Piedmont Farmers Market, out in Davidson Farmers Market, and those kinds of areas.
What you're buying in the grocery store is not a local product. More than likely it's something maybe that was born and raised locally, but then it was shipped out west and finished off in a feedlot, processed and then brought back to the store. If they have names, they stick around because my wife gives them a name and they tend to stick around, but if I can get a tag with a number, they're going to become product. I can say with confidence that anything that we put out as a product for somebody to eat is not going to have any kind of antibiotics. There's not going to be any kind of growth hormones or stimulants added to the beef. Everything that we've got is an all-natural product.
If you'd like to help support your local farmers, head out to a Piedmont Farmers Market near you. Now, on June 15th, Cabarrus County Commissioners approved the fiscal year 2021 budget, which includes new positions for the Sheriff's Office, Human Services, and Emergency Medical Services, among other departments. We talked with EMS Director Jimmy Lentz about how the new positions will help response times in emergencies when seconds can make all the difference.
Cabarrus County EMS has requested 12 new positions in the upcoming FY21 budget. 4 of the 12 positions we are asking for is to increase the on-shift administration. We have 1 supervisor for, right now, 12 responding ALS units, ALS ambulances during the day. The need to add this additional supervisor per shift will give us the opportunity for an administrator to be face-to-face interacting with their crews on a much more regular basis than we're able to do now. Our span of control is totally outside of the realms of recommendation. To geographically locate ambulances in areas of the county that you see the most need, the heaviest population, the most growth, it helps us to continue to meet the parameters that have been set for EMS and for emergency medical response. We have already joined an agreement with the City of Concord in partnering with the new construction of Concord Fire Station 10, which is located at the intersection of Poplar Tent Road and Harris Road. This location is an excellent geographical location for an EMS ambulance to be placed, being that it's located right in the heart of the fastest growing and most densely populated area of Cabarrus County.
Thank you, Jimmy. Now we're approaching summer and home gardens are in full swing. You may have an excess of delicious vegetables, and pressure canning is a great way to preserve them. North Carolina Cooperative Extension's Pam Outen, the host of Pam's Kitchen, is now offering free tests on your pressure canning dial gauges. Here's Pam with all the details.
Just want to remind you that if you're going to be preserving vegetables like good old green beans or soup mixtures, which is a mixture of vegetables, you always need to use a pressure canner. Now we're in a different situation this year, so we're doing drop-off pressure canner testing. Local residents can set up an appointment, come to our extension office, and bring their pressure canner. I'll walk out to the parking lot, examine your pressure canner while I'm there, and bring your dial gauge pressure canner lid into the extension office, where I'll be testing it to make sure that it's accurate. I simply set your dial gauge on my master gauge, which I'd like to just share with you, has been certified by the Presto company. And I will be testing it by using a bicycle style pump. And I will first test it at 5 pounds pressure. I will test it at 11 pounds pressure. And then I'll even test it at 15 pounds pressure. It's easy to set up an appointment to have your dial gauge pressure canner tested. Simply call me at 704-920-3310 weekdays, or shoot me an email at Pamela_Outen@ncsu.edu. Hope to see you soon.
All right, Pam, thank you. If you want to catch Pam in action, check out Pam's Kitchen on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Cabarrus County. Well, that's all we have for you this week, folks. Thanks to all of our guests for joining us, and thank you. You can learn about all these and other topics in our newsletter. To sign up, go to cabarruscounty.us and type newsletter into the search bar. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Cabarrus County. And you can catch all of our other programs, including Pam's Kitchen, historical moments, and more, streaming live at cabarruscounty.us/CabcoTV or by downloading the ScreenWeave app for Roku and Apple TV. Now, until next time, remember your 3 W's. Wear a face covering when you go out or are around others and social distancing is not possible. Wait at least 6 feet apart when standing in line. And wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.